Hello, this is Warren King talking to you about animal products. Ideally, spiritually, and for the environment, vegan is probably the best, but it's not practical for many people because their bodies don't allow for it. If you can survive on enough protein with beans and nuts, vegetables and fruits and grains, that's probably very good for the environment and good for your health. But many people need to be paleo where they need more meat and animal products. But the quality is important. The fact you can go to a fast food restaurant and get a piece of meat with eggs and bread for $1 means these animals are not happy or healthy. They're kept alive artificially. They're crowded in these CAFOs, these feeding operations that are it's like the Holocaust. They're not able to do the natural things. When you go to an organic farm, you see the chickens outside, they're digging, they're preening themselves, they're eating insects. I was at a farm where the little piglets ran around the whole farm outside and had fun. They had a real life. The cows can just graze in the grass, which they're meant to eat, not genetically modified grains to make them fat. In 1950s, the chickens were like this, and then in 1970s, they were like this, and now they're like this. They can barely walk, they're so huge. And the turkeys, forced to live together, they start pecking each other and they start cutting off their beaks because they're pecking each other, so they're getting angry. You are what you eat. If you eat food that grows very fast, gets very fat, and are sick and angry and depressed, then when you eat a lot of that food, you're going to get that way. So if you can find restaurants that have organic free-range chickens and turkeys and meats and wild-caught salmon and good quality eggs that are chickens are allowed to run around and eat natural foods, that's much healthier for you. I'm not saying never eat out. Maybe once or twice a month, eat what you want at a restaurant, but most of the time, you want organic, free-range, healthy food. Many of the laws of organic are being stretched right now. The fact that Costco and these places have so much organic food means probably they're saying free range means the door was open once a year for an hour where the chicken's allowed to run out if they want. So it's not really what you imagine as a farm where they're outside and having a good life. So to be happy and healthy and energized and feeling fulfilled and satisfied and emotionally balanced, if you do eat animal foods, you should find the ones that are happy and healthy. So go to your farmer's market, find the local farmers in your area and see how they're raised and use that as your source of food. And hunting, I find many people, when animal foods do show up, the best are the ones that haven't been really changed over the centuries. So like buffalo and elk and venison, these kind of foods, and quail and pheasants, these foods that have energy and vitality still in their system. If you could find any of those foods found at natural food restaurants and health food stores. My book on the 5 elements of healing is coming out this spring, 2020. I have mastery of the Chinese elements and this ancient wisdom, but I had to put a whole section in how to toxin-proof your life. There's so many toxins in our environment and our food that we can protect ourselves from. You'll learn a lot by reading this section. So you can pre-order following the link below, and I'll get that book out to you as soon as it's out. Warren King, signing off.